hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to discuss about an interesting topic that you all need. So here in this video, we will understand how inventory movement impact your accounting module of Odoo 19 using a simple or real life examples. So have you ever thought like when your stocks inside your inventory module moves in Odoo 19, like we have received or because receiving the product or transferring the product or delivering it, what will actually happens inside accounting module? So your accounting is also changing behind the scenes, but you guys not noticing that. Like most of the users don't realize this, and let me show you how inventory movement actually affecting your accounting module. So without any steps, let's directly move on to the inventory module dashboard. Here I. So let's talk about the basic idea. Like you should understand one thing in Odoo, inventory and accounting module are integrated or interconnected. Okay, because in Odoo 19 most of the modules like the core modules is actually connecting with the accounting module because we need accounting as a core module, like it's basically interconnected. If we are taking inventory module, we need to what we need to do the stock movement, we need to receive the product, we need to deliver the product. If you're just doing any kind of things, your accounting also changing there, but you guys not noticing that. That's the main problem. So whenever the stock moves, the value is actually moving and your accounting entries are actually creating, and you can see under the reporting session as well as not only the stock reports. Okay, so you guys all have a doubt like when this accounting actually changes. So it's only change when your product is a storable one. If you're just moving onto the product dashboard, you all know that we have different kind of product that we are storing inside inventory module. But here I'm taking which is the storable and which is the consumable product. So you should understand the consumable product doesn't have any kind of accounting impact, but the storable product have that. If I'm taking this acoustic block screen, you all know that the storable product will be storing for a long period. Okay, so if you are just storing them a long period, it will be actually affecting your accounting because that will be taking as an asset of your company. Okay, if you're just purchasing them and you're just going to store that a long period of time, it will be taking as an asset, and after onwards if you want to take that inside your company for any kind of purpose, you can also convert them as a fixed asset and you can calculate the depreciation and you can do all such kind of things. Okay, but if you're just taking a consumable product that has been short period of time or a short span that you're going to sell, that we don't want to create any kind of accounting impact, but you only creating a certain kind of impact, which means that you can see what will be moving from your company and taking into your company, like there you can see that report. Okay, but no, there is no kind of accounting impact. But let's talk about the real thing. There we have different kind of product as well. Okay, and you must need to do what the other thing, your inventory valuation is also automated. If your inventory evaluation is not automated, if you want to do that in a manual way, you didn't find any kind of accounting impact as well. Okay, so now let's talk about what are the three main inventory operations or the inventory movements that you guys are actually doing. If I'm moving on to the overview section, there you can see we have two important things, which means a receipt and a delivery orders. So you must need to understand one thing. Receipt is actually connecting with the purchase module and the delivery order is connecting with the sales module, because the receipt only creating while you are receiving any of the product, and the delivery order will be only creating if you are just going to sell any product to your customer. So this will be actually giving a kind of impact inside accounting module. So let's talk about a simple thing, like if you guys are going to receive or you guys are going to purchase any kind of product from your vendor, what will be happen? So I'm moving on to the purchase module itself. Let's create a new purchase order. I'm going to provide the vendor name as Gemini Furniture. Once I'm done with that, I want to add the product. So let me select the storable product, which is a large meeting table. Okay. And the product price is almost $4,500. I'm going to take this as 2 quantity. No, let me take this as 3 quantity. And what about the price now? This is actually $13,500 almost cost. Okay. So this is actually an expense that will be happening inside your company. Like you guys are going to purchase a product and you guys are going to receive that inside your inventory module. So there we have two type of accounting entries have been actually happen. What is your expense is created and you guys are actually going to store something inside your inventory, which is a storable product. Okay. So now I'm going to confirm this one. That is almost cost 13,500 rupees, and I'm going to receive this. You can directly do that inside your inventory module as well. I'm going to receive this product after onwards. They we know that it's moving on to the warehouse. I'm going to validate it. Okay, I only have one main warehouse. That's why it's showing that. Okay, or you will see what is the storage location as well if you have multiple warehouse as well. So moving on to there. Okay, I'm just moving back there. We need to create the payment. So this is the purchase order number. If you need to create any kind of payment, you need to move on to the accounting module itself. Let's head over to the accounting module. Let's create a new bill. We didn't even created a new bill. Let's create a new one with the vendor name, which is Gemini Furniture. And we need to auto complete that particular purchase order. Now you can see this will be here. This auto populated and you need to provide a bill date as well. I'm going to provide today's as the bill date. After onwards, let's confirm this. So we receive a product and we paid it. And if you want to pay this, you can either choose a bank or a cash. I'm choosing a cash. Let's create a payment. And this is in paid sector that you guys are done with each and every kind of things. And what will be actually happen inside the reporting session. Moving on to the reporting, there we have the profit and loss. So if you guys are just going to receive or deliver any kind of product, that particular thing is an expense, right? You guys have received a product. So under the expense, we just provided a particular amount to the vendor for receiving that product. It will be actually affecting your accounting module. So if you are moving on to there you can see this particular entry is created as an expense, which is $13,500 as there. And after onwards, if we are moving on to the reporting session, and you all know that there we have a balance sheet, right? So under the balance sheet, you can see the assets like using the bank and cash, account receivables, or the current asset, and there we have different kind of things. Okay, so if I'm moving on to this account receivables, not account receivables, account payables are there, right? Like here we have liabilities. So under the liabilities, here we have the account payables. So if I'm moving on to the ledger of that particular account payables, under the account payables, there you can see that particular bill is there. It actually created a manual payment with the cash, and there you can see that entry is happened there and it's depicted. Okay, and if I'm moving on to the balance sheet itself, there we have different kind of assets. Bank and cash is also there, and there we have bank. Under the bank, if you're moving on to the general ledger, not in bank, there we have cash, right? So under the cash, we just created an entry, right? Moving on to the general ledger itself, now you can see what kind of cash that we are done. Okay, there you can see under the Gemini Furniture, it's credited as $30,500 as well. So this is the actual inventory movement that will be happening while you are creating any purchase. And same as that same, if you are just going to sell any product, what will be happen? Yeah, you guys are going to take some kind of income into your accounting module while you are going to deliver the product using the inventory module as well. So it will be also impacting your accounting module as the same that I showed. Okay, so I don't want to explain that in a different case. So if you guys are deliver, what will happen? The inventory decreases, cost of goods sold is increases. So this will be actually reduces the stock and recorded expense while you are going to receive the product. That you are just actually created an expense while you receiving the product and given that particular payment to your vendor as well. So that is created as an expense inside accounting module. But after onwards, you are going to sell this product to your customer with a high amount. What will be happen? Your profit is increasing and the cost of goods sold is increases, and it's actually reduced the stock inside the inventory module and record it as an expense. I mean, it also reduces the recorded expense while you are done with the receiving of product as well. Okay, the same thing will be happening in an opposite manner. Now let's talk about the internal transfer. That is the third thing inside a inventory module. Like if you guys need to transfer any product that is inside your company, like if you have multiple warehouses, you can do this same thing, but you need to understand one thing. If you guys are moving a stock from the storage area to another storage area, no kind of changes inside your total value is happening, because you guys are just putting a product from there to here itself. There is no kind of accounting impact. That's only one thing is happening, is that the location is changing. So you don't worry about the accounting impact. Okay, so that's nothing happen inside the accounting module. So if I'm talking about what will be happening, I mean actually happening, the purchase. If you guys are just purchasing any kind of stock, the inventory is increasing, and if you guys are storing that stock, no accounting changes. But if you guys are selling any kind of stock, inventory decreases plus expense recorded. Okay, so that's only one thing that will be happening. So these are the main accounting impact if your guys are going to sell and deliver, sorry, receive and deliver any kind of product that is actually inside inventory module. And what is the impact of accounting module while you're doing that. Okay, so I hope you understood this video. I'll be back with another video, such as what is the integration, like how the accounting module is integrated with specific kind of core modules inside accounting module, that we have sales, purchase, they we have point of sales, and difference are there. So what will be happening there, I'll be showing about that. So till the next video, bye bye.